I'm back. The sandwiches were good, the frames were low, but I'm having a ball. It's exciting seeing all these new Pokemon. It's the best, and I hope that my videos get people in that kind of excited mindset, even if they aren't official. This video we're going to be talking about the creation of the next gym leader, a poison type user from a beautiful and lazy town with its own wonderful fields of poisonous flowers. What better way to introduce you all to some more poison types based on some very Aussie animals? Because why wouldn't they all be poisonous and deadly if they're from Australia? So you made your way to Brokehalf and beat Cassie, and you must once again trudge your way through the desert, the harsh environment and Pokemon whittling you down, till you are hit with beautiful sights of actual greenery and flowers. The not so poisonous kind. Welcome to Millibran, the city of flowers, based on the city of Melbourne. Known for its beautiful smells and the poison fields, the town of Millibran is on the forefront of medicine and utilizing poisons to create cures. So before we meet our gym leader, let's look at some of the Pokemon you'd find around Millibran, and especially within the poison fields. I had an immediate idea for Blechidna, a Pokemon that would look a bit like the Paradox Stones itself. Initially not looking very threatening with rounded quills, but the fear coming more from the fact that these quills are glowing purple. He kind of looks like a candy and I can dig it. I utilize purple and yellow as purple usually is the poison type signifier, but also purple and yellow make great warning colours for predators to not eat them. Except in Blechidna's case, he isn't on toxic all over. It felt like it was missing something, but adding the little eyebrows really perfected it. Blechidna, the Echidna Pokemon, a poison type. Blechidna snuffles around the underbrush looking for small insects to eat. They live in areas where toxic flowers grow, bolstering their already poisonous quills. When attacked, they point their backs lined with toxic quills at the opponent, hoping that it is enough of a deterrent. Sadly, Blechidna's face and entire underbelly is vulnerable, leading to them being flipped over by beaked Pokemon and becoming easy prey. So in Blechidna's beast form, I knew I wanted the ultimate bastion of defense, this horrid creature with only a little tiny face peeking out, and it worked really well, looking even more like a Paradox Stone. I wanted him to have this kind of vacant, upset expression, but seriously, it was annoying getting all the spines in perspective. Colours felt unnecessary to change, it already was very alien in colours, I just added the classic Paradox dark shadows and from below lighting. Blechidna, Beast Paradox form, the Spine Pokemon, a poison and psychic type. It seems this form of Blechidna has adapted to the harsh dangers of ultra space, becoming a fortress of hardened toxic quills. It has a similar hallucinogenic effect to that of Gooshroom if contact is made to the quills, but Blechidna seemed to be quite aloof and avoidant of people. If angered, however, it becomes a rolling ball of pain, able to move at shocking speed, but our researchers found that ground types are highly effective at preventing this Pokemon from its rages. Low level threat. Blechidna in this form would have the new ability Toxic Debris from Scarlet and Violet. I love Platypi, they're adorable and silly little lads with these toxic spurs. I wanted to kind of subvert the platypus like water poison that I was thinking about and instead went for a pure poison little devious creature. I really like the shape design of this one, something about it just speaks to me. Although it kind of got that Nene baby pose going on, or whatever. I wanted this lovely darker shade of purple for this guy, and it went so well with the blacks overall. This is a big win in my books. Platypus, the platypus Pokemon, a poison type. Platypus live around polluted creeks using the murky waters to hide from predators and keep themselves slippery. They are known for being incredibly friendly and will give hugs to everyone around it. This does, however, cause problems if you do get poked by the spur on their elbows or foot. While not deadly, the toxins do bring on nausea and general sickness for a few hours. When Splatterpuss is ready to evolve, its disposition changes and it becomes moody and chaotic. Wouldn't you be surprised that Dragon Quest has had Platypunk as a name for a long time? Spoilers for what's to come, but damn does that name go hard. For Platitude here, it kinda came together as Golduck meets Toxicroak, but a punk aesthetic, and again I'm living for it. Must be good at drawing platypi Pokemon or something. I kept using the spike mohawk and the guitar-shaped tail with some special piercing looking bits on the beak to really sell that punk aesthetic. Colours really just suited this guy from Splatterpuss, so I didn't change anything at all really. Platitude, the Platypunk Pokemon, a poison and dark type. Once evolved, the Platitude leaves its family creek and becomes a loner, usually causing problems for any person or Pokemon that crosses its path. It has special electroreceptors on its beak that it uses to sense the emotions of those around it, usually to figure out the best way to torment them. It has become quite the deft fighter, utilizing the poisonous spurs all over its body to weaken its opponent, then using swift smacks and stabs from its hard tail and beak. The base idea for Platitude in beast form was simple. It became a giant puddle of uncontrollable poison goop, like some kind of dinosaur stuck in tar or something along those lines. I had trouble with the sketch as I didn't quite know how I wanted to portray it, but I could never get the size quite right in most of the poses. Once I got the idea down, the colours were easy, a lot of those poison purples and greys to show the steel typing in this new form. I really liked how it came across as very bestial and almost mindless in its looks, as I kind of wanted for all Beast Paradox. Platitude, Beast Paradox form, the Spill Pokemon, a steel and poison type. Seemingly coming from the same point of origin as Beast Blachidna, this form of Platitude is covered in highly corrosive toxins that spill and bubble from the pores on its body. The steel that makes up parts of its body seem to be capable of withstanding the corrosion, however. In this form, it slowly shambles about, leaving a wake of destruction and melting anything along the path. We have lost enough research equipment to comfortably say this is a high-class threat. Whew, alright, let's talk about our gym leader. I wanted the character to look like Brassius from the new games, well, close, but I also wanted to make a character with a big silhouette. They aren't that big, but they wear a suit that gives that large silhouette. The first version of him wasn't the best, so I do change it a couple times. Surprisingly, the colours were perfect, being used from Platitude. I guess him and Blachidna would be his aces anyway? No matter what I changed about the initial design, it just felt weird, so I completely went over and made him even a bit less wide. Add some extra bits, and a personality change really helped him stand out a bit better. A final contrast adjustment was sorely needed and helped bring our good friend Sid all together. Also, get it? Sid. Acid. Eh? Sid, the Milibron gym leader. Sid works hard as a Milibron gym leader as it ties his own research into battling, two things he loves most. As a kid, Sid stumbled into the off-limits flower field, filled with poisonous flowers, and passed out. Sid found himself in the hospital, being saved by the local poison-type Pokemon population. Since that day, Sid built a suit to protect himself against the fumes and dedicated himself to learning more about the medical effects that these flowers could produce, as well as breaking the stigma on poison-type Pokemon. In Sid's first match, he'd fight Blakidna, a Blakidna that's been Beast Paradox transformed, a Platitude, and another Platitude that's been Beast Paradox transformed. And in his rematch, you'd fight Blakidna, Blakidna Beast, Platitude, Platitude Beast, Probopass Beast Paradox form, which I covered in my Inktober video here, and Amoonguss. Alright, and that's another gym down. I know it's a bit strange to go steal Ghost Poison for gyms early on, but I kind of want my region to have the Scarlet and Violet thing where there are badges for every type, and not all of them gym leaders. But that's for another day. I'm going on holidays for a short while, maybe a couple weeks, but next time you see me I'm going to do something a bit subjective, and redesign some Paldean Pokemon that I'm not a big fan of. There's not many that I really don't like, but let's talk about that next time. So like and subscribe and comment down below what your favourite Pokemon from the video is, and sharing this around really helps. See you all later!
Escubidoobeedoo.